The most important work I think any human being can do, in fact, I would go as far as to say I feel we have a moral obligation to do this work. If we choose to leave the couch, leave our bedroom, and walk out into the world and interact with human beings, we have a moral obligation to do the work on ourselves so that we can show up as a better human every single day. Many of those professions have the same challenges that you outlined at the very beginning of this call. Disconnectedness within the industry, attrition, suicide, depression, alcohol, drug abuse, all these different things. There's a reason for that. No matter how much giving you give, no matter how much, even down to the last drop of blood that you give to your clients, it's never going to make up for the disdain, the dislike, the distrust that we have within our souls towards ourselves. It might sound extreme to some, but we all have that version of it within ourselves. We all have that inner bully. And it's not about getting rid of the inner bully. It's about naming it, understanding where it comes from, and allowing that voice just to soften. And when I say soften, that's the epitome of the absolute opposite of what so many in your profession are and have been and have become. There is an absence of vulnerability within the veterinary community. It's an industry that feels it has to have the answers for obvious reasons, because we're talking life and death here. We're talking about not making mistakes, all those things you cited at the beginning. But I think if I could ask gently and respectfully ask, find the place to be courageous, to allow people to see a little bit more of your weakness, because you have them. And if you save 45 dogs this week and 7 cats next week and 84 goldfish the week after, it's never going to make up for it. You have your inadequacies, you have your insecurities, you have those moments. There's a shield. And it's a shield of protectiveness. It's also a shield of insecurity and scaredness. Because the reason people are taking their lives, the reason they're burning out is because they're not connecting enough with themselves and with people around them. And vulnerability is one magnificent way to allow people in. You see vulnerability every day. You stand in front of owners holding their dogs as they pass away. And you see the tears, you see the breakdowns. What's the outlet? Where do you release? And I tell you, everything we've talked about today, if just people could do that, just that piece, I promise you, I guarantee you, and I predict that many of the stats that you cited at the beginning of this call will reduce.